big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On second down, a run with Breida. And an alley to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Rams 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. A shotgun snap for gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, here's Breida. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Breida, he'll try the right side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
At the 3-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. From back at the 8 now after the false start. Another try at 1st and goal. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 22, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On first down, Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Rashad Perriman, 89 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 23-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be... And the Niners get there and bring him down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 21-0 our score after 1.
Niners 21, Rams nothing.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Right here, right here. Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go.
Goff now to throw. And Woods has it complete. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. Gurley. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Goff, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
Used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is gone. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Goff. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They run with Breida, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check 52 at the mic. Check. 12. Check. Yo, Mike 52.
Now Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Here's Luck. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down. At the line of scrimmage.
Tackled by Quan Alexander. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and 1.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Louie. Here we go.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually...
And this is caught, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
The score, Niners 28, Rams nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
We got this at their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown. Brandon Cooks, and that's complete to Cooks. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Prater for the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
You ready? You ready? You ready? Come on, fellas.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
This is taken at the 18. Oh, look at the juke. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They run. It's Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46.
56. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 3. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another.
And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point good by Prater, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was pump the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Here's Breida. Good move at the 30. He finds an opening past the 40. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards the pickup there.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Check X3, 218, chopper.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. That one 28 yards on the ground. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 23.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Monday. Watch the ship.
This is Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On first down, it's Lott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th. Luck. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Dante Fowler. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Goff. He gets it to Cooks. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Cooks, 70 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They run again with Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, 55 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
12.
Now Goff. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's gone. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
56.
The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Now a first down throw. Luck looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, motion backfield. Motion backfield. Go.
Now Luck, letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Luck. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I get a defense that can hold up their end.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. The Rams on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the pressure gets to him again. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On the handoff, this is Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sam Hubbard able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. 3rd and long. It's Locke. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They run for it with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Luck gonna throw it. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Go ahead. Check 15. Check 15.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The try here for the extra point. And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Niners 52, Rams 21.
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you...
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Goff. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the 49ers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.